They let you get your bagage.
6 minutes. Let's try this again. Good morning. All right. Well, we tried to intercept the package, but she said it was already going through sorting and getting loaded onto the truck. She could call me if she found it. I said, nope, we're not delaying this package any further. I'm not taking any chances. The USPS sucks. And so just deliver it like normal. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on this pack to arrive. I'm going to pack it. They're going to take me back to the Delaware Water Gap, or Kelly is anyway, and I'm going to get hiking. I'm only going to the Mohican Outdoor Center today. It's a hike I've done before, so I think I only need like 3.5-4 hours to do that. Actually, the hike I did on that is one of the hikes that I, for whatever reason, filmed, and it's like way deep into my videos. What a hike. I was 315 pounds. Little did I know I was addicted to alcohol. I was a cigarette smoker. It was 105 degrees. I'd never hiked or anything in my life. And, besides like local day hikes, I didn't know how to film yet. That hike, I got 20 miles and I'm like, Daddy, come get me. Boy, look at me now. Anyway, it was a great week off. Both my feet hurt, but my left foot was killing and just throbbing, and it hurt for 4 days after I got off trail. So now I have Dr. Scholl's insoles mixed with the Ultra insoles. They work well together. We'll see on the trail. It was just the rocks, and they're not going to get any better, but but it was a great week off. Before I started this, I hadn't walked a mile in so long, hadn't worked out in years. My body's adapting to being sober and smoke-free, and it's only been 5 months, and I think I've come a long way, but I still have a long way to go, and my body is still getting fit again. I used to be like fairly fit and active, and for 10 years I was just a lazy POS, and my body's adapting to getting healthy again, and I think that's part of the reason why I'm so slow out here, but I just needed a break. And I've also realized that there's so much more to this adventure than just hiking. The people I've been meeting, like, their brain is just, gotta hike, gotta get here, gotta get to the Mohican Outdoor Center, gotta get 20 miles down the trail. And I was like that in the beginning too. And now I'm just like, I don't want this to end, first off. But second, like, there's so much more to the adventure. Like this, I got to see 2 friends who I haven't seen in like a couple of years. Because she moved to North Jersey, I moved to PA. And we're adults, life. It's hard to make time for people when you're trying to survive. It's social time is a luxury of the middle and upper classes. Poor people got to survive. So I don't know, And then I got to see the circus, got to see a Pokemon convention, got to show you my hometown, got to go to the beach. And it's funny because the owners of the Lookout Hostel are actually in my hometown right now camping. So that's pretty cool. I gave them some unsolicited restaurant advice. And hey, whatever. Jersey represents 732. And I don't know. But that's all I could think of. I just needed the break and I got it. Just need this pack to get here so I can start hiking again. Can't think of anything else. I don't know. Hey, in a little bit, we're just going to hike on. And that's all I can think of. Today's going to be a great day. All right. Finally. Box got a little messed up. I don't think that should hurt anything. I really hope not. It's exciting. It took forever to get here. 2 weeks, but Hyperlite was transparent. About 2 weeks. So I decided to go with the Hyperlite Southwest 70. Now I picked the 70 because it's the only ultralight pack that can hold all my winter gear. I'll never need 70 liters, but my winter gear is bulky, so I probably need about 45 to 50 liters for that. Like, I was using the Osprey Atmos AG50 with all my winter gear, and sometimes my coat would have to like be strapped to the outside of the pack, but so that's why I went with the 70. It's 2.2 pounds, I believe, and yeah, it could hold up to 60 pounds. And sometimes my winter setup with food and everything was hovering around 45 to 50 pounds anyway. So, but I don't plan on doing much winter hiking anymore anyway. I think my winter hiking days are over. Here we go. I have wanted these. I've wanted one of these for so long now, and I've been putting it off. But I thought, you know what? I haven't spent any of the YouTube money yet. Let's do it. And I got it on sale for Memorial Day, and thank you to our troops. I got a cheap backpack. Your sacrifice got me a cheap backpack. All right. Whew, she's tall. You know, another reason I went with the 70, Double Wide had one. And he brought up a good point. With the 70, the material is thicker. Sure, it weighs a little bit more, but it's thicker. And, it's just something I wanted. I want this to last. You know, I don't want it to fall apart in a week. And I see some people, they started off with a brand new Hyperlite, like 40 or 55, and it's already ripped, scratched, falling apart. But all right, I don't need to do no Hyperlite tour. You already know it. I'm gonna get this baby packed, and for real this time. I need names for this pack. I know I didn't go with the Osprey. There were some really great ones like Pickle Rick and stuff. I liked Pickle Rick, actually. That was probably going to be the winner. It had the most likes too, but that pack wasn't cutting it. So we're going to give this a shot and see what happens. You know, I just knew I couldn't do another 905 miles with the Osprey, so she had to go. But names. Give me names. The name with the most likes in the comments is the winner. All right, couple things I traded out or I'm getting rid of. Getting rid of this 6-foot phone charger because I ended up getting one that's like 8 inches. It's perfectly fine. Getting rid of the wired headphones. Traded them out for wireless. Cut the straps off my trekking poles because I haven't used the straps on my trekking poles once in 10 years. I'm not about to start. And I'm leaving the AirPad bag behind and the Helinox chair bag behind. And the Ospreys traded out for the Hyperlite. Heck yeah. And one last thing. I traded out my shorts that I got in Parisburg for new shorts. These were seconds away from splitting in the groin area, so look at the color. these were that color. Just about. I'm gonna be climbing. I'm gonna be all up in that. Love you, man. All right, back on the trail. A new map too, that's exciting. But you lose your trail legs really fast. I usually lose mine or start to lose mine around the 2 days off mark, a 00 mark. A week off, oof, I'm gonna be struggling today. That's all right, we're not going far. I think I'm just going to the Mohican Outdoor Center. Nothing crazy, I've done this before. We'll get there. Man, I was all up in that last week. Whoo, in the homeland. I am in the motherland. Yeah. This is where it all started in 2017, or maybe 16. I don't remember. It was the first time I ever stepped on the AT. And now, yeah. Now I'm half done with this ish. It's great. Amazing. It feels so good to be out here. It's great to be back on the trail. I probably gained 10 pounds too, sitting around this week. But feels so good to be in New Jersey. The AT doesn't represent where I'm from. Where I'm from is like a Jimmy Buffett song. It's just beach life, real chill. Some people make it complicated, but I didn't. You could have a real peaceful little beach life where I'm from, and I'm glad I got to show it to you guys. And at first, you know, I needed a couple days off for my foot, which so far, I don't want to jinx it, doesn't hurt yet. But I just needed a break, and I haven't seen Kelly or Dan in years. You know, we're adults, got adult stuff to do. It's tough to kind of get a weekend, a free weekend, you know. So I don't know, but it was great to see them. Thank you for keeping me safe. Thank you for giving me a bed for a week. I really appreciate it. You guys are very patient with me, waiting on this new pack. This pack is great so far. What a great choice. I'll show it to you guys in a minute, but I'm really happy with it so far. I just have to learn how to pack it, and you know, like the Osprey, I would throw the Osprey on. I knew what straps to pull, how to make it, you know, how to put it on and everything. So this, I just need to play around with packing it and putting it on, taking it off. You know, on the Osprey, after so many years, I knew how much strap to let out, you know, and stuff like that. Like, it was just muscle memory. This pack I got to learn. So I don't think it's quite right yet, but it'll get there. And I have a lot of food, so the resupply and everything. But yeah, feels great to be back out here. It was great to see everybody, see the motherland, but it is so great to be back out and hike north. I have 905 miles to go. 905, baby. It's crazy. We're in the countdown. It's the final countdown. But when I get up north to Pauling, New York, I'll take the New York side trip just for gets and chiggles. And but that's like 200 miles away. And over the next couple days, I'm just gonna chisel away at the motherland, New Jersey, baby. I don't know. Last time I was out here, right on this same trail, I was so unbelievably fat and out of shape and just in a bad place, physically and mentally, and like worse than now. And I remember this was so hard. And now I'm just like, do-do-do, do-do-do, right up it. Wow. That's why I gotta stop telling people if a spot is hard or not, because I was probably super out of shape when I did it. And they're doing it and they're like, wow, what a liar. Or damn, he's out of shape. Except for this, the hell with this. All right, well, here's the pack. It's a little bulky, but you know what? That's why I went with the 70. Everything fits in it. It's real comfortable. I could lift my arms up. I could lift my legs. The only thing is, well, I also did just sit around and eat for 7 days straight. Had chicken parm today, then I had chicken tenders, macaroni and cheese balls. What else did I have? I had a lot of stuff, but this strap kind of doesn't hide anything. It doesn't hide my rolls, but yeah, I'm happy with this. Fits real good. It's riding right on my waist, my hip bones. The shoulder straps are good. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I think I just need to move some heavier stuff. I need to keep it lower, like my battery packs and everything. Keep the food at the top and everything else in the middle. But other than that, and then I need to find a place to put my rain gear, my frog togs, and I'm going to keep the pack cover for a little bit. But other than that, I have to add my water bottle clip to the front. I have to lasso or whatever, you know what I mean, lash that on. And yeah, I'm real happy with this though. Basically, I haven't done any like big miles in it yet, but I'm happy with it so far. Like the Palanti, the second I put that on, I said, oh no, that ain't gonna happen. I walked up and down my stairs, and I was like, yep, this pack's not gonna work. And same with the new Warranty Osprey. Within 5 minutes of putting it on, I knew this pack sucks. I can't do this. But this is great. Now, I've wanted a Hyperlight for a really long time. Right now, my food bag is not Hyperlight, but it will be in a day or two. But yeah, I'm real happy with it. I'm happy with the material. Double wide was right. The material is much thicker. So hopefully this pack lasts. I'll be able to hike with this in the winter. It'll fit all my winter gear. And yeah, the Osprey, I'll just donate to a Boy Scout troop somewhere around Shamokin if there is one. And yeah, I'm happy with this. The fanny pack, I want to get rid of, but these hip pockets are too small. So baby steps here. But yeah, I'm real happy with this purchase. It fits me really good. I was worried about the 19 inches because I'm like 20 and a half. I even had Kelly measure me. But sometimes it's nicer to go on the lower side, like the 18 inches, because that way I feel like I want all this above my hip bones. I know that's not how it's supposed to go, but I want it all. But I have like high hip bones for some reason. Yeah, real good. And then while we're at it, these are my new shorts. Work. Anyway. Got a new color, and it's an active one. Wow. Well, this is Sunfish Pond. This is also where my father wants his ashes to be dumped. You old man, you're going to make us climb this mountain. The things we do for love. Hopefully that's many years to come. But here's your options. Here's site number 1. But yeah, me, just toss my ass in a dumpster. I don't care. Or if I get cremated, I don't want no wake, no funeral, none of that. I want to be cremated. Don't even get an urn. Dump me immediately. Don't put me in those stupid little lockets. You're gonna sit in a jewelry box. I don't want to sit in, it's like your grandma's ashes sitting in your attic or closet for 50 years, and then one day they accidentally spill and you're like, all right, time to get rid of this, or you die and then all that goes in the dumpster anyway. Or, I don't want my ashes to be in some jewelry box sitting on your dresser for the next 50 years. Dump me, all of me. Just let my memory live. You don't need my ashes to forget this. You don't need my ashes to forget this. All right, I'm Sam Green. I'm unforgettable. All right. But yeah, no, just dump me immediately. No playing around. And but this is where my dad wants to get dumped. So site number 2, and this sets us up so Sebastian, Sawyer, and Steve-O and I can camp. So all right. Here's the next spot. This one's no good. Next. There's the 4th spot. Nah, not that good. Shit. Wow. It's beautiful. Nice. It's a pretty nice spot too. Good place to sit. Yeah, there's another good ashes spot. When I did this in like 16 or 17, I remember this being like insanely difficult, and I was suffering. It also was like super hot, but it's amazing how different this is. Unless they changed the trail. I remember that rock scramble going on forever. But again, it's 3:15. Probably had a 50-pound pack in the summer. It's the first day of well, I'm by a lake, but it's my first time dealing with mosquitoes. Mosquitoes. It's another pretty good spot right there. Yeah. Evil. Can't even get the evil to focus. All right, folks. Well, that is a wrap. Another day of hiking the AT. Another day of this wacky adventure. I'm at a random tent site at mile 1305.9. I only went 7.2 miles today. Just to get back into the flow. I was just trying to get as close as possible to the Mohican Outdoor Center, so tomorrow I could tear up a pork roll, egg and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup on a hard roll. I remember last time I was here, the guy was trying to make me say Taylor ham. Not a chance. Not a chance. But, no, I don't know. Yeah, I'm at a random tent site. It's a little creepy. I don't know. I don't like it, but I wasn't going to pay to stay at the Mohican Outdoor Center. It's 15 to 10 or 50 to stay in a bunk. 50 to stay in a bunk. Get out of here. I am worried it's supposed to like thunderstorm at 4 a.m. So we'll see. I'm kind of on the ridge line here. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's going to rain tomorrow too, which kind of is depressing, but that's all right. It was beautiful but hot all week, and then I'm back on the trail and rain. But it's okay. Well, I'm going to work on a video, go to sleep. That's all I could think of. Today was a great day. I hope you had a great day. You're all great, and God is great. And please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow, you sexy, sexy people. I love each and every one of you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.